Okay, what's up, YouTube? Okay, this video is like a part two of the bullying video that I did. Um, okay, I wanted to talk about um that. I mean, everybody should be concerned about the shootings and the schools and the bullying because unfortunately we had another incident, another shootout, and it's getting ridiculous. And I'm glad now that they're holding the teachers and administrators accountable because when whether you're a parent or not, because sometimes it could be you taking care of a child and stuff that's not yours and stuff, but you are that guardian or parent. But when we send the children off to go to school and stuff, those children are no longer in our care. When they're at the school, they're in the school's care. The teachers and the administration is responsible for these children when they're with them, and they supposed to be in sight and sound. They supposed to know what's going on with them at all times. Their environment's supposed to be supervised. They in a safe environment, and the children are supposed to be supervised at all times, and they need to know what's going on around them at all times. And I am happy to hear that the teacher saw something that was concerning and reported it to the administration. And when she reported it to the administration, the administrative decided that the child needed to, have some counseling. And but instead of sending the child to the counselor, they called the parents and said that the child needs to be in counseling within 48 hours, and then just sent the child back to the classroom. I'm not understanding why the child didn't go to the counselor in the schools. I mean, I know every state is different, but to my knowledge, every school's supposed to have a counselor there. Every school's supposed to have a counselor there. So why didn't the child go to the counselor at the school for the counselor could make a evaluation then and there, and then sent him back to the class, or made a referral for the child to see a therapist or something. I mean, like, a lot of things could have been done, and I'm glad that the teacher covered her tracks and wasn't going to be responsible for that, because you know what I'm saying, because you never know when laws and regulations will change. You never know. That's why you're supposed to do the right thing. And if you care, and I feel like too that teacher cared about the child, because you have a lot of people that's in the working with children. They're not there for the children. They're there for the paycheck. So you can tell of the response of which one cares, you know what I'm saying, and which one, are you there for the child or are you not there for the child? So you know what I'm saying, because it could have been a teacher that saw something concerning and then just brushed it off, but you had a teacher who did see that as a concern and reported it to the administrative. Now, the administrator should have took more action than what the administrative did. Study leaving the parents, because some people will be in denial that they need counseling and stuff. And I said before, I did a video on, do you use profanity and stuff in front of your children? And for the parents to be more concerned and considerate of their child being around other people's children. But we can't control what's going on in someone's house unless it's something that serious happens. Then the state gets involved. But when the child is in your care, your environment, your organization and stuff, you have to set the atmosphere. You have to make a sound decision of what needs to be done. Because you know, if they haven't took their child to see a counselor or a therapist and stuff, then obviously they feel like they don't need it. So if a administrative or a teacher feels that the child needs to see a counselor and stuff, you have that provided supposedly at the school. So the child needed to go immediately to see one. If that is the determination that the child needs to see a counselor, the child needs to see a counselor on site. On site. That's why in the schools is counselors available, a social worker, a police officer, what else? A nurse. Those things are provided in the school for a reason. And they need to be utilized. They need to be utilized. If the administrator felt like the child needed to see a counselor, they should have seen the counselor on site. And I'm glad that now they're taking initiative to look at the school first. Yes, it was a problem and stuff in the household and stuff, and they're dealing with the parents and stuff, because first it does start in the house, but they also have to see what was going on and stuff to prevent what took place in a public setting, in a public environment that affected other children from issues of somebody else's household, came from that household to the public area around other people's children, and now those parents don't have their children anymore, and that is heartbreaking. They don't even have to. They don't. I mean, it didn't even have to be your children for you to have a concern about this. You know what I'm saying? I can't even explain how I felt, like, especially like of the video and stuff of one of the classmates when they found out one of their friends is not going to be there anymore. That's really sad. That's really sad to know a friend that you laugh with every day and stuff, maybe share the snack with and stuff. Maybe sometimes you know, come to school and stuff, you need a piece of gum or something like that. And that friend always had you and stuff, like, I got you. Or, you know, you forgot your lunch and they had an extra sandwich or something. Or, you know, you needed money to even eat and they had extra cash on them and stuff, and they could, you know, give it to you and stuff. I mean, that is so hard. These children should not have to deal with that. Some children already is going through enough in the household, in the environment, the families that they are born into and stuff. We don't know what a child has to go through every day. Every day. And when they come out of that household to the public environment and where they go to school and be around the administration and stuff, everyone that is a part of the school system, that is like another home to them. And it's open to the public. It should be more welcoming and know that they are protected. And, you know, the public, you know, the state, don't tolerate some things and stuff in people's household and immediately respond and act on it and stuff. The school system, public areas, and stuff like that should be more strict on how they're carrying things. I think it's too relaxed, and I'm glad now that you know, we're holding people accountable. You know, if the parents had something to do with it, hold them accountable. If the teachers and administration have something to do with it, or they could have prevented it, then hold them accountable. Enough is enough. Enough is enough. Like, it's too many children dying and stuff, you know? They have a bright future and it needs to be protected. People who work around children needs to be working there for the children and not for the paycheck. And I think people need to be more careful on and who they're hiring for to be around these children, because we don't need any more children leaving. Not like that. Of something that can be prevented. Okay? So I am happy that the teacher did her part and stuff and reported it and was concerned. And, you know, if anybody would have charges be brought on them and stuff, it would be the administration, the principal, whoever sent the child back to the classroom instead of sending the child to see the counselor that's on site. Use the resources that's on site. If it's a counselor on site and you felt like that child needs to see a counselor, y'all have counselors on site. You have social workers on site. You have nurses on site. You have everything in the school system that you need. Hopefully you do, because I know some schools do, some states do have that, and I hope that all the states do have those resources inside the school. So if the administrator felt like the child needed to see a counselor, he should immediately went to see the counselor at the school. Okay, so if you want to add to anything that I may have missed or anything, you can put a comment down below, and I'll catch you in the next video. Thank you for watching.